It'd be so much better if you were sitting. I pictured everybody sitting.
Change the picture. Picture everyone else sitting and me standing up, okay?
Louis, can't you just sit down for a few minutes until Bella tells us what it is
She wants us to talk about.
Bella!
Louis, just stop arguing with her and sit down, for goodness sake.
Before she gets into one of her moods again.
Do you think they'll get married?
Who knows?
She's been crying for 2 days now. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk.
Isn't there anything the doctors can do about that, Anchor?
Oh, I don't have it much.
It's mostly when I come here.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you boys take care of Grandma now. If Bella doesn't come back, you're all she has.
I know.
If you run into trouble, do you have my number?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it's Westisha 7.
4669.
What? Westisha 7.
I have it.
Okay. Bye, boys.
I love you.
And you can't behave like this. It was an accident. Anyone can have an accident. I'm not just talking about the coat, Anne. We're all living under great stress, but you don't hear Margot getting into arguments with the Van Dans, do you? Margot's perfect. She doesn't get into arguments with anyone. I'm not perfect. She's courteous. She keeps her distance, and they respect her for it. Just try to be more like Margot. And have them walk all over me, too? No, thank you. They don't walk over you. Yes, they do. All over you. I'm not afraid they'll walk all over you, Anne. I'm afraid they'll walk all over them. Oh, my God. I don't believe it. The bread. No. He's stealing the bread.
Please. No.
What? Your husband stealing our bread.
Herman, for God's sake. Never before.
I don't believe you. If he steals once, he'll steal again. Every day I watch the children getting thinner, and you come in the middle of the night and steal bread.
Edith, please.
Mama, it's only one piece of bread.
Here.
I want him to go. Go? Go where? Anywhere. You don't mean what you're saying.
It would be impossible for him to. Edith, you know how upset you've been these past.
That has nothing to do with it.
He couldn't help himself. It can happen to any one of us. It won't happen again. Never, I promise.
No! I can't take it here with them. They have to go. You put us out on the street? There are other hiding places. Meep will find something. Don't worry about the money. I will find you the money. Mr. Frank, you said you would never forget what my husband did for you. If my husband had any obligation to you, it's paid for.
For God's sake, Edith, I've never seen you like this.
You can't throw Peter out. He hasn't done anything.
Peter can stay.
I wouldn't feel right without my parents.
Please, Mother, they'll be killed on the street.
Anne's right. You can't send them away. They can stay till Meep finds them a place. But we're switching rooms. I don't want him near the food.
Well then...
Alice, dear, is that you? What time is it? Oh, Mr. Kirby, hello. I didn't see you there. And I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
Oh, not at all, Mrs. Sycamore.
I just came down for a manuscript, and then you two can go right ahead. Oh, here it is. Sex takes a holiday. Well, good night, Tony.
Good night, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, I think we can call me Penny now, don't you, Alice? At least, I hope so. Oh, but any fool could play this game, Mr. Kirby. All you do is write your name on a piece of paper.
Mother, Mr. Kirby doesn't look like he wants to play the game.
Oh, he'll love it. He'll just love it. Whoa. Oh, here you are, Mr. Kirby. You write your name on this piece of paper, and Mrs. Kirby, you write your name on this one.
No, Mother, what is this game?
I used to play it all the time in school. It's called Forget-Me-Not. Here you are, Grandpa. There you go. There you are. Now, I'm going to call out 5 words, just anything at all. And as I call them out, you write down the very first word that comes to your mind. Is that clear? For instance, if I were to say grass, you might put down green. Just whatever you think of, see? Or if I were to say chair, you might put down table. It shows the different reactions different people have to different things. You see how simple it is, Mr. Kirby?
Come on, Father, be a sport.
Very well. I shall be happy to play.
You see, Alice, he does want to play.
Well, I don't think it's...
Now then, are we ready?
Ready!
Now remember, you must play fair. Write down the very first word that comes to your mind. All ready? The first word is potatoes. Potatoes. Ready for the next one? Bathroom.
Mother.
Bathroom, got that?
Go ahead.
All ready? The next word is lust.
Mother, this isn't exactly what you said.
Nonsense, Alice. The word's all right.
Mother, it's not all right.
Oh, I don't know. It seems to me to be a perfectly fair word. You see, Alice, now you mustn't interrupt the game.
May I have that last word again, please?
Lust, Mr. Kirby.
I've got it.
This is quite a game, isn't it?
Grandpa. The next word is honeymoon. Now, Essie, stop it. All ready? The last word is sex.
Mother!
Everybody got sex? Now then, give me your papers. May I have your paper, Mr. Kirby?
What happens now?
Ooh, this is the best part. Now I read your reactions out loud.
I see. It's quite an interesting game.
I knew you'd like it, Mr. Kirby. I'll read your paper first. I'm going to read Mr. Kirby's paper first. This is Mr. Kirby. Potatoes, steak. Oh, that's very good, Mr. Kirby. You see how they go together, steak and potatoes?
Well, I just happened to think of it.
It's very good. Let's see. Bathroom, toothpaste. Yes, well, lust, unlawful. Isn't that nice? Honeymoon, trip, and sex, male. Oh, I guess you are Mr. Kirby. It really is a wonderful paper.
Oh, well, thank you. It's really more than just a game, you know. It's sort of an experiment in psychology, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It really lets you know how the mind works. And now we'll see how Mrs. Kirby's mind works. I'm going to read Mrs. Kirby's paper. This is Mrs. Kirby. All right, Mrs. Kirby, here we go. Potatoes, starch. Oh, I know just what you mean, Mrs. Kirby. Mm-hmm. Oh, bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
What?
Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
I don't quite follow that, Miriam.
I don't know. I just happened to think of you in connection with it. After all, Anthony, you are in there a good deal. Bathing and shaving. Well, you do take a long time.
Oh, indeed? I hadn't realized I was being selfish in the matter. Please, go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, no, I think it's a really silly game and we ought to stop
Yes.
it.
No. Please, go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
Where was I? Oh, lust. Lust, human.
Human? Really? Miriam?
I just meant, Anthony, that lust, after all, is a human emotion.
I don't agree with you, Miriam. Lust is not a human emotion. It is depraved.
Very well, Anthony. I'm wrong.
Really, it's the most pointless game. Suppose we play 20 questions.
Yes.
No, I find this game rather interesting. Please go on, Mrs. Sycamore. What was the next word?
Honeymoon?
Ah, yes. And what was Mrs. Kirby's answer?
Honeymoon? Dull?
How dare you read those letters?
Why, isn't that wonderful, Mr. Kirby? Did you wear tights?
No, certainly not. The whole thing was completely absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.